Now, number two, the next thing, now, it's not enough that they're just absolutely certain that your product is amazing. They also have to be certain that you yourself are amazing, meaning that you're a person they want to do business with. You. They trust and connect with you. That's your second 10. So in essence, you have to sell yourself. See, it's not enough they love your product. I mean, let's just say an insurance broker calls you up and he presents you with a new type of coverage that was really, really compelling. I mean, it really filled your needs and you kind of could see yourself benefiting from the product, right? But you thought the guy was kind of an idiot. Would you buy from him, yes or no? You'd say, okay, great, thanks for the info, pal. And then you go buy the insurance from someone else. Now, I'm sure you've all done this, right? I mean, I've done this myself where someone presented me with an idea. In fact, it was a car. I was going to buy a Porsche Panamera, that new four-door Porsche, and I went in there loving the car, but I was so turned off by the salesperson that I literally walked out without buying it. Nothing to do with the product, had to do strictly with the salesman. So what do? Typically, you end up going buy from someone else. And that's what we all do. We end up buying from someone else. So again, it's not enough that they're at a 10 about the product. They also have to be at a 10 about you on both a logical and an emotional level. And lastly, the third 10 is that they have to feel connected to your company. They have to essentially trust and connect with the company itself. In other words, let's say a stockbroker calls you up and he presents you with an unbelievable opportunity and he sounds great to himself, but you think his company might be a scam or illegitimate. You're not that sure. The question is, are you going to buy, yes or no? The answer is you won't, which is why so often we could be in a situation where our prospect's saying, oh my God, yeah, I love your idea, it sounds great. Oh, you're such a great guy too, and yet for some reason they won't buy. And then yet, if they were already a customer of yours and you had a relationship with them and you offered them basically the same opportunity, you would get a totally different response. They'd be like, oh my God, yeah, it sounds great, Jordan, do it. You see the difference? See, the reason why it's so much easier to make sales to existing customers than to new ones is because in the case of the former, you already have the second and third 10s established. That's also why it's easy to get bigger sales from existing customers as opposed to when you first opened up the account. It's not an accident. You simply do not have these 10s established with a new customer. So all you have to do with an existing customer, if you have a good relationship with them, is to get them to a 10 or even an 8 about your product so they're reasonably certain. But getting them to a 10, 10, 10, both logically and emotionally, this is what you're doing is you move them down the straight line. Make sense? Okay, good. So those are your first 3 elements. And when I said to my salespeople, every sale's the same, that's exactly what I was talking about. It doesn't matter what else is happening, these 3 things must line up in a single moment in time. In other words, you have to corral the 3 10s in a single moment in time and then ask for the order. If you have them at a 10, 10, 10, both logically and emotionally, and ask for the order, then boom, you got a pretty good shot at closing them. And that's why every sale is the same. And the same thing needs to happen in any sale. And it doesn't matter what you're selling, if it's an idea, a vision, they don't only have to love the vision, they also have to trust and connect with you as the visionary and also the organization behind you that's going to help you turn your vision into a reality. The same things have to line up no matter what the situation is.